Hello, intern, how are you? John Mendoza here again with a video where I'm going to explain what our corporate folders are like. The corporate folders are A4 sized folders where they are prepared or designed to fit a regular sheet, and the most basic comes in 350 gram coated paper, which can come with or without a pocket. Like this one I have here, it's a very basic folder, 350 grams. It does not have any kind of lamination. It doesn't shine either. It is neither shiny nor matte. And it's a very, very affordable folder. What happens is that for storing documents, if you are going to hand them over, they will obviously fall out. It is simply used for storing documents. Then we have the following. Nasetata anazar. Kama, which would be the same folder, the same type of cardboard, 350 grams, but the difference is that it has an attached pocket. Why is there no attached pocket? Because it allows you to store the documents in a very economical way. It's great for budget presentations, invoice presentations, a business proposal, or anything you can hand over to your client. It goes in the company for, we can print it on one side. Includes front and back covers or on the inside. In this case, this one does not have the inside cover printed. Important, this single glued piece has a slight detail there. Let's wait and see if we can appreciate it now. It's a flap that goes on and is very, very cheap. The next range, well, here I have another sample. But this one, for example, is printed on the exterior side, front and the back cover, and on the inside face. Okay? Also, in this case, it has a glued flap. This flap cannot be printed. When it's a glued flap, it cannot be printed, but it's great because it has a very low price. The following range, well, this one is printed again on the outside and the inside. In this case, if you see, there is a shine here because this part is not laminated. However, this part does not shine because it is matte laminated. When it comes to dark or solid colors, it looks great. And in this case, it also has the flap attached. I insist, this flap cannot be printed. A separate case is the folders with rings, which are the typical ones where we place a couple of staples here, and when we open it, the staples stay here. Do you see my finger? So this folder cannot be printed on the inside, but the main advantage is that it has a tab for printing. Being able to staple, that's how they were used before and are still used, okay? This folder can always be printed on the front and back cover and back cover. Then we continue with what are the self-assembling folders. Why are they self-assembling? Because in reality, the folder comes open like this. It comes in this format, and then when we assemble it, we put this part here. Let's see if it fits. Here I come in, and then you will have it set up and it will look like this. It can be printed on the front and back, of course, obviously, and then on the inside as well. Here's another model, for example. This company cover and back cover, and then here would be the part where we are going to put the documentation. Important, in this folder you can print the flap. It's called the mountable carpirondo. It's a bit more expensive, but this one, for example, that I'm going to show here, has a printed flap, and it even has slots for business cards. Here we can put the business card if we want. Let's see if this one also has it. Let's see if you can appreciate it there. Subtitles brought to you by the Amara.org community. Here are the slots for the business cards. And these folders can also be printed. I love this on cardstock. In Kraft cardboard would only be printed on the outside. The inside we couldn't print. The flaps we could stick them in Kraft, but there's a bit strange. But it can be done, and it's really, really good for finding ecological topics. This Kraft cardboard, remember, is not recycled cardboard properly. It's Kraft cardboard coming from leftover wood. This is the one I love the most, which is the recycled paper card. This card, this folder, is printed entirely on recycled paper. This particular company is a company that works with recycling and can go to the company by the inner side as well. In this case, they have an attached flap, which is a flap that cannot be printed. I always repeat it. And it is also a Kraft cardstock flap. There you can see a bit how the tones look. It looks great. Very, very well done cooler. Folders can also be made in different sizes, usually made of paper in A4 size so that a standard sheet fits well. We can also handle it in A5 size or any other size you need with a little more spine, with a little less spine. As always, the more sugar, the sweeter. So obviously, the more things we need, the price of the folder will go up a bit. We can print starting from 50 folders depending on their qualities. It's not the same an auto-mountable folder that has a minimum order of 2C50 as a simple or classic folder without a flap that has a minimum order of 50. Delivery times are usually from 4 or 5 days onwards, depending on the quantities and whether it includes lamination or not. It can be laminated in gloss, it can be laminated in matte, and honestly, they are quite useful when presenting a commercial proposal, as I mentioned earlier, or an invoice or any internal company documentation. And that's it. For whatever you need, you have us here. If you have any questions, please email us or call us, which is on our website, and we will be happy to serve you. See you in the next video. Thank you very much. Goodbye.